Good morning on what is a bright, sunny but slightly chilly day. It is Friday, the 15th of October, and I'm in the reading nook with some parcels and, of course, a nice hot cup of tea. And the next one I'm going to unbox is this, and that's got an OSR logo on the back, and it's come all the way from LFOSR in Vista, California. So where's the tab? It says pull tab to open, so let's get hold of the tab. I'll hopefully, sorry, just a bit recessed, so I just need to get my nail underneath. There we go. Nice and easy once it comes, and then is it gonna look at that? I pulled the tab, but it's not put on the whole page, so I am literally going to have to find another way in. This is ridiculous. So let's just take the knife and gently score that. Yeah, okay, definitely need better envelope. I've still not got into this thing. Yeah, that's press. No, that's not working. What do I have to do to get into this? Right, literally had to fight my. There we go. See, I'm literally Whoa, okay, finally got it open. And I have two things in here. So let's deal with the first one, which is Knave. Now you will recognise Knave, recognise the name on the front of Knave, Ben Milton, who has his own YouTube series, Questing Beast, where he does reviews and the like. So let's take a look at Knave. And it's Knave, old school fantasy RPG. So nice little design, very simple, feels good in the hand, nice and sturdy. Knave, and it says inside, Knave's own rules, toolkit created by Ben Milton for running old school fantasy RPGs without classes. Adding, subtracting, modifying rules is both expected and encouraged. Knave's feature included high compatibility with OSR games, so if you've got a library of OSR bestiaries, adventures and spellbooks, little or no conversions needed to use them with Knave. Fast to teach, easy to run. Okay, no classes, every piece is a Knave, a tomb raiding, adventure seeking nerd who wields a spellbook just as easily as a blade. This is an ideal system for players who like to switch up their character's focus from time to time and don't like being pigeonholed. So, yeah, nice and simple. And a PC's role in the party is determined largely by the equipment they carry. Abilities are king, or D20 rolls use the standard abilities. Okay, so essentially you're rolling against the stat rather than any particular skill, I would gather. Optional player-facing roles. Knave easily accommodates referees who want to players to do all the rolling. So much like the Black Hack or let's have a look. Numenera, it's the players who do all the roles, not the GM. Copper standard, and it uses the common unity of codes of the copper penny. And there's a list of 100 level-less spells. So, okay, so yeah, that's really simple. Character creation is page, and essentially you're rolling 3d6. The lowest indicates PC strength, and essentially it's defense. So you've got basically, you're hoping to get the best of rolls, and you've got basically a standard set of attributes. PCs start with 2 days of rations and a weapon of their choice, and then a number of slots equal to the constitution, defense, and items. They basically fit into those slots. A defense score is your stat plus 10, and then everyone has the same hit points. And then you've got basically a table of traits, both physique, face, skin, hair, clothing, background, misfortunes, alignment, and so on, which the player is completely free to disregard and invent all on his own. But you can have that people roll on, and there is a certain joy to be had from going, oh, okay, I'm hulking. I didn't think I was hulking, and sunburned, but I'm wearing ceremonial clothing, and my virtue is that I am loyal. My vice is that I'm rude. My speech is mumbling, and so on. And you've created basically the background to a character. And we have starting gear, table, and items costs there as well. Now this isn't a deluxe version, which is fine. There's been a number of different prints. This is the standard, most recent print. The production values are really very nice. It's nice cardboard, the nice paper stock, and let's have a look. So that's quite thick paper stock. So, and that feels good in the hand. So the production values are really quite nice. And then we've got equipment, all the way from basically candles to buying yourself an Imperial Palace. So yeah, candle for 4 hours costs one copper piece. Your Imperial Palace costs 2,500,000 copper pieces. And then we've got a guide to playing the game, and then handling stunts and advantages in combat, morale, healing monsters, and so on. Advancement, so every time a character accumulates 1,000 XP, they go up a level. And there's a really simple guide for essentially XP. So 50 XP for a low risk accomplishment, 100 for a moderate, and 200 for high risk. Essentially hit points are re-rolled every time, and then we've got it's really kind of simple, and then we go magic, so 100 soulless levelless spells, and it's really kind of easy, so 100 spells, and that's really kind of it. There's a character sheet in there as well. That's really kind of simple, nice and clear, so it's easy to read. And you've got the item slots as well. Essentially, so if you've rolled 13 for your constitution, if you've rolled, your lowest die on the 3d6 you roll for your constitution is a 3. That's your modifier, and then you get 10 plus, essentially 10 plus that equal to your con defense and your the item number of items you carry. So defense is 13, and then the number of item slots you've got on there is 13. So typically it's going to be sort of 11 to 19, and then you've got a little table at the top there for your virtues as well. So there is a place for them, and then there's notes along the bottom. Character sheet there. So this sort of fits into the kind of minimal light OSR style role-playing games. So you're talking White Hack, Black Hack, Macchiato monsters, also into the odd as well, and then by extension Electric Bastion Land, all that kind of goes off into essentially a Belle Epoque world of its very own. But this again, very pick up and play, very easy to grasp. You can read through this, as I suggest, in 10 minutes with a cup of coffee, and within that moment you are going, okay, I get how this plays, and go and pick up an adventure and kind of run it. And I think you would probably want to give some thought as to, okay, take an adventure and just run it. And basically how you're thinking, you're bringing the monsters and the encounters and so on as you would normally, and mentally making that adjustment to whatever rule system you would use to run that adventure normally, and then how you would run this. Wouldn't be necessarily be too difficult by any means. I could easily imagine essentially the author's own halls of Willoughby Chase could be run with Knave very easily. So yeah, at last I have a copy of Knave. I've been I wanted to get a copy of print in this for quite a while, but it keeps going in and out of print, I'm glad I persevered and picked up a copy, and it's a very attractive little book. So, thank you again for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, please do click the like button down below. And of course, if you've got any comments or feedback, I appreciate you posting those, and I do read them. And lastly, if you want to see me with a parcel, hopefully one that I can more easily open than this one, and a book or game which I can talk about for the best extent of my knowledge for roughly 10 minutes or so, all accompanied, of course, by a nice hot cup of tea, please do hit that subscribe button. In the meantime, thanks again for watching, and I'll be back again soon with another unboxing in the Nook. Bye for now.